Yo, all right. So we made it. It's happening. It's going down. We're here. We get a little preview of this track called Drop Come On. That's going to be hitting Spotify at the end of the month. Dang. Let's talk about books. Anybody reading some books? I've been just eating books lately. And I'm back on my thing of having one fun book and then one technical, feeding the brain book. So I'm feeding the brain with Mr. Gary V. Jab, 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 right hook. So I'm about halfway through it. It does start off feeling a lot like a school reading assignment that you don't want to do. And I finally got to this dope section where he's dissecting Facebook ads. That, when companies were just starting to use Facebook to push ads, native content. So this is one of the older books. I want to get some of the newer ones, but the man's a motivator. So this is my Feed the Brain book. You got to keep feeding your brain. Feed your brain daily. And then you can't just slam your brain all the time. You got to have a little fun book too. So Mr. Tom Hanks slapped this collection of short stories together, Uncommon Type. And everything's kind of revolves around typewriters. And as a graphic designer myself, fonts are a big thing. And one of the few books I've kept from college is a book that's just straight up typography, going all the way back to the first newspaper, how they would screen press, Ogilvy on advertising. All right, almost every advertising guru will have that sitting on his coffee table. I'll dig that out. I'll try to dig that out for next week. So episode 8, Tom Hanks. So that was really what caught my eye. We were in a grocery store and I was like, Tom Hanks wrote a book? Just it's all about, put your phone down. Too much with the phones, all right? So you want to try and give yourself some time away from the phone. So I keep this next to the bed so I can try to get at least 10 to 20 pages or finish a whole story before bed. And that way you're not looking at a phone screen. You're giving your eyes a rest. And reading is like exercising the brain. It's like lifting weights for the brain, even when you're reading for fun. And I tell you what, I've been doing that for about 2 months now, and it's really helped improve on my sleep. I usually like to start each episode off with a little free preview, talk about books, because maybe I'll inspire somebody to pick up a book, feed your brain, even comic books. It's time to get down to the clean slate and start a fresh week here. Cool beans. What is episode 8 in Star Wars years? We're going to call this one The Return of the Thirst and do another Star Wars bite. Or, what? I think we'll call it The Thirst of the Jedi. Every time I finish a mix, I go straight to the phone on the iTunes on the phone, and then that way I can Bluetooth it to the car stereo, get that car listening. In the old days, you only had to listen to your mix on your monitor speakers and then burn a CD or run it through the car. And generally the car would, that's like the general consumer is going to be listening to it in the car on these type of speakers. So, on a basic stereo, you could check the mix, and if it was good there, you were good to go. So if it was good on consumer speakers, you were good to go. But now, 9 times out of 10, the first time a stranger or a new fan is coming across your music, think about it, where you come across music that, for the first time you listen to. You're not going out and buying a CD and trying a new artist. You're going to check it out on the phone first. So now there's a third place you need to be checking the mix. So that's the other reason I go straight to the phone. It's got to sound good on the phone. It's got to sound good in the car. It's got to sound good on the studio monitors. It's got to sound good. So that phone piece was something that I wasn't really mixing for initially. And then there was a couple times that a track snuck by and I'm like, wow, it sounds like total crap on the phone, but it sounds good everywhere else. And it kind of helps you find fine-tuning, little nuances. A lot of my piano files, the piano plugins are sampled note for note. So instead of just taking one note and stretching it to fit each key. Each note was sampled on these expansions from Native Instruments. Shout out to Native Instruments. If you ever want to buy some quality music equipment, if it's got that NI logo on it, Native Instruments is always solid. So if you've been following me, you know I like to put a piano in and then throw a guitar amp on it. So I turn the piano into a guitar. Maybe, yeah. Magic fingers. There it is. Just warming up. Sounded pretty wild. Drop them drums in. Cafe Bustelo, 25 ounces, magic time. All right, I think we're gonna cut it right there. We got crazy neighbors in from out of town, and the dog's going nuts. Thanks for watching, y'all. Check in tomorrow for the Friday recap on the Instagram page. Love, peace, and chicken grease. We're out. Episode 8, man. 8. Welcome to a little surprise behind the scenes, Thirsty Thursdays, Season 1, Episode 8, The Thirst of the Jedi. If you've gotten this far in the episode, you've already seen that we had to cut it short. Let's get into this, alright? Thirsty Thursdays, Season 1, Episode 8. Originally aired November 14th, 2019, so that's kind of jogging a good ways back. It is currently Saturday, January 11th. And today's the day I was actually editing the episode. So I got up to that point in the footage where I had to announce that we're cutting the episode short, and I went, oh shit. So here we are, because we got to fix that. We can't end the episode like that. Not for the beat breakdown. Let's just dive in. So this first sound, I just wrote blues guitar. Oh, that's got a lot of fun in it. Let's try these high notes. Dang, I might come back to this and do a whole other song. That's the cool thing about the way this stores all the information, and I can open up the project file. It's like calling up a band and say, oh, hey you guys, we'll come out and jam, we'll write a song. The band's in the whole box, and I already got all the instruments laid out. One-man band, man. And it probably started out really bluesy, and then because it was the thirst of the Jedi, I made it all outer space. Next sound, the high-pitched guitar. Oh, I forgot I can just look over here. Hey, we can write like a $1 million pop song on this. Not with those notes. Alright, so that's a high-pitched guitar. Alright, and then we jumped right into the drums. Wow, and it was another simple one. You can see it's lit up. I only used 8 drum pads for the main drums. Strings. We got some strings. Let's see what these strings are. I think those were the really, really high notes. Probably should have put a gate on that. Where did I put that? Oh, okay, that was on the hook. That was on the hook. Oh, okay, and here's my fun little effects drums. All right, I put this wild monster loop distortion crunch on it, and then a little bit of beat delay, a little bit of reverb, and then you get this nice. It's a little feedbacky. And that is, oh wow, I actually used that in the verse. Let's play a little piece of this. Alright, so it's the second half of the verse, kind of broke up the verse. I haven't bumped these in a while, so it's a memory lane for me. So we really didn't miss much. Just I had to end the live in such a shitty way that we didn't have a proper ending for the beat breakdown version. So I condensed it and then I added back on. Because that's how I get down. I don't do stuff the normal way. I do stuff my way. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for every like. Thank you for every share, every comment, every YouTube subscriber, all the Instagram followers. You guys and gals are all rock stars. See you on the other side.